What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back for another review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 5, episode 16, and the episode is titled All of the Lights. Let's jump right into this review, y'all. So we start this episode off with Amara, okay? Now, I did not review last week's episode because not a lot really happened, but Amara got on my last nerves, okay? So she got on my last nerves then. She's getting on my nerves now. However, baby girl is about to get exposed because she decided that she was going to meet up with her baby daddy because they've been going tit for tat on social media. So he basically says that Amara doesn't let him see his kids. But next thing you know, she just automatically start yelling after he says that. I'm like, well, girl, a hit dog is hollering right now. So she's mad because he basically dipped out the day after the girls were born. Now, according to Alan, he had like a business deal to close or whatever, because I think he does real estate or something like that. And in her confessional, she says that, she wanted Alan to move to Miami from the DR. Well, girl, hold on. Because that was never going to happen. If I can recall, when you got with Alan, you were spending all your time in the DR. Why did you think that he was going to pack up his life and try to move to Miami? It doesn't seem like that was ever on the table, okay? So then, according to Alan, he's like, whenever she comes to the DR, she's all on him. She trying to hit him up, trying to get the D. And I'm like, well, my question is, Amara, when you be going to the DR, do you take the girls? So that way they can see their dad? Because according to you, he has to be in their life, and you want him to be in the girl's life. So when you be taking your trips to the DR, do the girls go? No? Well, I see a problem in that. Now, this is where things start to get real sticky when it comes to Amara and Alan. Because we learned that this man was married. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. He is married, okay? That man has been married the whole time, a whole relationship. Baby, when I tell you that changed the game for me, I don't feel bad for Amara. And now I understand why MJ and Shay felt that way about her. Because, girl, not only did you mess around with his friend was married. Amara, are you seeing yourself, girl? So, Amara, this is when I said, girl, you need to get off the show. Because there's no way you're going to tell me that Amara needs to come back to this show in the next season. Because her whole life and storyline has been a lie. Okay? So, we have these two going back and forth, right? And he says that, he wants to take the kids to the DR without Amara being involved. And she's like, no, because my girls can't talk it. They can't tell me what's going on. But you can come see the girls at my house. He don't trust her because he don't trust her or her mama. I said, ooh, y'all two should have never had kids together. And I'm just like, y'all can't meet up at the local McDonald's so that way he can spend some time with his kids like people used to do back in the day. Like, I'm not understanding. So they continue to go back and forth. And Amara ends up calling this man broke. And I'm just like, well, was he broke when he was helping you do the whole real estate thing? Or was that just a storyline? Were you lying about that as well? And Alan ends up telling her how he wish he never met her. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you do. But also, Love and Hip Hop people, where the wife at? We want to meet her now. Because Amara tried to play in our face, talking about somehow Alan, he's a deadbeat daddy, and Alan, he's this, that, another. Girl, Alan, he can't. He cannot be 100% involved with your girls because he got a whole nother family in the DR where he lives. Okay? But let's go ahead and move on, y'all. We see Flo and Zoe Briggs. I actually like these people being friends because I feel like Flo needs friends outside of her sister, and Zoe definitely needs some people to hang out with on this show. So I completely forgot that Flo had like this beauty salon type place, and it looks really cute on the inside. Zoe comes through to get her hair done or whatever, and Zoe talks about how, she used to have a shop, but she doesn't have it anymore. Y'all know when we first met Zoe, she did have a salon that she was working out of, like a suite. So she said she let go of that, but she does still post beauty content. And her content consists of her doing like these baddie on the budget videos where she over here plopping on these $12 wigs and making them look good. I can see it. I see the whole brand for Zoe. It fits her. And no, I don't mean like she's broke, but for the stage that Zoe is in right now, her giving the girlies, the baddies on a budget look, that works for her brand. So then they start talking about Hot Topic and how Zoe had a really dope event that she was hosting that was for plus size women. It was like an empowerment club night, and Hot Topic came up through there and acted a damn fool. I was so pissed off with Hot Topic because Zoe did not deserve that. How are you at a women's empowerment like event that is promoting plus size women and you are telling somebody that they need a gastric bypass? Hot Topic, please go away, especially considering the only thing that you could say about Zoe was stuff about her weight. Like, girl, find something else to talk about. Like, the fact that that was your only diss to her, it further let me know that you, number one, don't know Zoe. Number two, you're coming in hot off of whatever Big D had to say. And you need to go find you some hobbies besides being Trina's little cheerleader. Okay? Now, back to the story at hand, though. Flo and Gael, they give us a little backstory on the fact that they homegirl used to mess around with Hot Topic's baby daddy, right? Well, I'm sorry. Their friend dated this man first. Then he left her, got with Hot Topic, went back to the friend, and they feel like that's the reason why Hot Topic don't like them. So now they have thought of this master plan that they are going to air her out because she is a booster and a thief, okay? Now let's go ahead and move on. All right, so we actually see Trick Daddy, we see his son, as well as the Ghetto Twins, aka the Hollywood Twins. We learn that his son is a college student, and Trick wants him to graduate. Okay, this boy only got one semester left, and then he's going to graduate. However, his son wants to be a rapper. So the Hollywood Twins end up coming in, and they have a meeting with Trick. And Trick ends up offering them a record deal with Slip and Slide Records. I said, baby, is Slip and Slide still around? Like, I'm just curious. Because the only artist that they had was Trina and Trick Daddy. But nonetheless, his son caught wind of the fact that these two twins who have no talent are getting a record deal. So now he's feeling some type of way. But Trick is like, no, I need for you to finish school. I want you to get your education. I feel like Trick really wants his son to be better than what he is and what he was growing up. So I can't even knock Trick for any of this. I think that this young man, he only has one semester left. Baby boy, just go ahead and knock out that semester, and then you can get started, with your music career. Now let's go ahead and move on to Shay. She goes to see her mom, and, she's already upset with her mom because her mom told Mama D and her brother that she was pregnant. So, unfortunately, Shay has learned that she has actually lost the baby, okay? And because of how far along she was in her pregnancy, she has to decide if she wants to push that baby out or if she wants to get surgery for it. Now, here was my thing, y'all. I have never lost a child or anything like that, but I'm just wondering, how long do they give you to make that decision what you're going to do? Because I feel like there have been some days that go by, and then we get like another scene that, I'm going to talk about a little later. I'm just a little confused on how many days they let you make that decision. But nonetheless, she says that she thinks that she lost the baby because of stress. She also opens up about the fact that Fabo is really controlling. He tries to control her money. He tried to control how she raised her child. Like, he doing a whole lot. And Shay, she really is like going through it at this moment. Like, she's breaking down because she wanted to have her baby. And her mom, she's just trying to tell her like, she's there for her. So she tells her mom that she wants her to be there with her at the hospital. Okay, cool. Her mom says that she has all her support. Now let's go ahead and move on. Y'all, we see Trick Daddy and his daddy, okay? Now, Trick Daddy gives this backstory about how his dad was a big time drug dealer and how, this man is the reason why Trick Daddy dropped out of school at like the age of 10. Talking about some, you already done failed 3 tests, so, just come roll with me. And ever since then, he never went back to school. I'm just like, ugh. Like, your dad basically turned you into a dope boy at the age of 10? That's crazy to me. It's actually disgusting. So, Trick Daddy, he talks to his dad about his son wanting to be a rapper. Now, I completely disagree with Grandpa because he feels like, well, Trick, you live that life as a rapper, so your son can handle it. And it's like, no, that's not how any of that works. First of all, you made your son be a dope boy by the time that he was 10, okay? Trick Daddy's son has lived probably a very sheltered life because Trick wanted better for his children, considering this boy is the first one in the family to graduate from college. And like Trick Daddy said, a lot of these new rappers, they popping pills, they all got ops. Like, it's a lot of foolishness when it comes to rap. It's not the same as when he was in the game. Like, I am all for Trick Daddy not wanting to repeat the cycle that his daddy started when he was growing up and him wanting better for his children. I am all here for that. Now, I will say that Trick could probably help guide his son, but at the same time, his son is his own man. Who's to say if he's going to always listen to Trick? You know what I'm saying? And he may get mixed up in the wrong crowd. But, I don't know. The boy seemed like he got a good head on his shoulders, so we shall see. Let's go ahead and move on. So we next see these dramatic scenes of Amara and it's raining outside. I'm like, what is this? So next thing you know, Brooke Valentine shows up and oh my gosh, I love me some Brooke Valentine. She is so pretty to me. So we learn that she is now married to Marcus. They are raising their kids together and she is back in the studio. I would love to hear new music from Brooke Valentine because she has a beautiful voice. Now, baby, they gotta talk about Amara's life. And when I tell y'all, Amara is a trip, that girl is a trip. She gonna sit up there and say, Alan accused me of being a side piece. He had a wife the whole time. It's all baloney. Ma'am, it's all baloney? It's all baloney. Girl, him calling you a side chick was absolutely accurate. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, do you hear yourself? So, nonetheless, Amara went on and on about her lack of friendships in Miami. And I'm just like, but girl, you're not a good friend, okay? You don't know how to be a good friend. And it's very clear that you're the problem. But let's go ahead and move on. So we see Shay. She has this FaceTime call with Fabo. So this was very weird because she let him know that she needed him by her side at the hospital, but she was very vague about everything with him. So again, y'all, I've never lost a baby, but this is where I was like, how long did they let you make this decision? So nonetheless, Shay, how is it that you invited your mama to come to the hospital with you and you invited your baby daddy Fabo and you know that they don't get along? Please make that make sense. And then the fact that when she told him to come to the hospital, that boy told her, yeah, I'll try my hardest. Girl, leave that man alone. Like, just leave him where he is at. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on to Bobby's party. Hell, really, this could have been Amara's party because I feel like I saw more of her than I saw Bobby. So Amara, like I said, she is working the party and she ends up having a conversation with Flo. And Flo asked her about Safari and, if she was done with him. Now, Amara, she said that she was still figuring stuff out. Are you? I don't think you are. Girl, bye. So Flo, she's like, I'm just asking because you went on live basically acting a fool And it made people think that, all of our storylines was fake. Baby, my storyline is real. And next thing you know, Bobby, he sees Gael and he over it because he did not invite her. He only invited Flo. Like, why is she here? And I get it. It is very strange for Flo to really kick it with her sister, considering her sister slept with her husband. Alright, so let me tell y'all what else is very strange to me. Miami Tip and Eliza being friends. That is so weird to me. I feel like the only reason why Miami Tip is even friends with Eliza is because that gives her more camera time. Because I really feel like when Miami Tip came on this season, she probably thought, oh, I'm going to go against Eliza, we going to clash, and I'm going to get more scenes because people are going to see things my way. And that's not what happened. So now she friends with Eliza, and I feel like it's so that she can be on screen more. But nonetheless, we learned that Miami Tip, she got a man in her life. They've been together for 4 years. And yeah, who cares? So Eliza, she ends up talking about her and Safari. And Tip is like, well, I heard the same things that you're saying about Safari. I heard those same things come out of Amara's mouth. So, baby girl, you might want to watch yourself, okay? Now, speaking of Amara, she walks up and she wants to have a conversation with Eliza. So, they step away and Eliza feels like, Amara ghosted her. And that's exactly what Amara did. Amara, she is going on a whole little rant about how it's the people around her, they're the problem. No, girl, it's you. So Eliza is like, girl, you turn everything to be about yourself. And I said, that's exactly what Amara does. Now, y'all already know I do not like Eliza like that, but she's absolutely right when it comes to Amara. Now, y'all, I have no idea, but some kind of way, these two made up, and Eliza has yet to tell Amara that she's messing around with Safari. We'll see how far this goes in their friendship until she tells her. Alright, so lastly, y'all, Hot Topic gets to the party, and you know what I realized Hot Topic looked like? A younger version of Super Cindy. Nonetheless, Joy, she opens up about the fact that Hot Topic got into it with Zoe. But for us, they played the flashback. And I'm just like, oh, Joy, did you actually tell the group how y'all were at a plus size inclusive event? And Hot Topic told this girl to get gastric bypass and that she was fat? Did you tell the group that? Like, I just want to know how Joy told the story. So, Bobby, he ends up getting on the microphone. And next thing you know, like, behind him, we see Gael and Flo. They go to the top of the stairs. Baby, Bobby didn't say much on that microphone. Next thing you know, Gael and Flo are throwing flyers and t-shirts down to the people and the stuff is all about Hot Topic. It's like her jail record or something. It's a hot mess. I don't even know which sister it was, but one of them threw a drink on Hot Topic. I think it may have gotten on Trina. And oh baby, Trina started doing that fast talking Miami thing that she does. And at one point, I fell out laughing. And I mean, I fell out laughing. Because she was like, yeah, we're going to take this to the streets. We're going to take this to the streets. I said, girl, are we in the middle of You Got Served? What are you talking about? I said, Trina, that's how we know you old. That is exactly how we know that you are like 50. Because you talk about taking stuff to the streets. Get out of here. Y'all, I can't even lie. I don't hate the idea of people going at Trina and her crew. I love it because y'all already know they treat Trina as if she's Beyonce, and all of her minions, they just kind of follow suit. And I love that there are some girls who are willing to challenge them. But y'all, that was the episode. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.